Les here with a follow-up to the previous video that I did. Forgive me, I've got a coughing jag and my throat's a little sore. I'm having to use my computer screen because I don't have the means to edit graphics. But somebody asked me about the before and afters of the 12-inch Zack Snyder Justice League custom figures that I did and where they came from, sort of a before and after. So, using the images like this one here, actually this was the eBay image. I should have taken pictures, some more before and afters and all, but that's the eBay image of this figure before I did anything to it. So I thought I'd give you a real quick rundown. I mean, obviously I lost this plastic hair. The face was still pretty good. You can see the face structure in there. You know, still got the scar, the Jason Momoa scar, and he's kind of got wide eyes with sloping eyelashes, eyebrows. Kind of hard to paint, really, but it's there. And if you do it like this, it looks like the devil. But if you do this, he kind of looks right. I added hair, added mohair, added these little shoulder pieces, and if you look, these massive hands, you know, they were just too big. They were ridiculous on the Mattel toy. And so I went back and added, you know, hand joints, and used hands from, I want to say maybe Hot Toys. I can't remember the line. And I used, wrapped some cloth and used leather strips, because leather's slightly flexible. It gives a little bit. So that's leather and string, and I painted it all at one time. So that's what I did here. I did not want the gold and green suit. I wanted the one from Justice League. And I used as many references as I could. And moving on to the Flash, he looked a bit like a pencil eraser. He was so simple. And I remember being very intimidated, going, God, I don't think I'm going to be able to capture this guy. Well, same thing, had to lose the gigocious hands, kind of made some padding for hands, and his hands are kind of small. When I looked at the show, Ezra Miller doesn't have big hands, and I actually had some padded female hands that looked about right, and I knew that when I added the extra stuff, it would fill out, and I didn't want these great big hands again, using guy hands, so sorry Ezra, but it worked on the figure. The rest is just painted details. I didn't do all the little micro dings. You know, he's got all these little scratches and things. I just felt like after this level of detail, getting the shades, getting the little wires, getting all that in there, you know, was enough for this scale. I just said, no, I don't want to do more than that. So that was 2 down, and I kind of got addicted. So, you know, third time's the charm, except boy howdy was this figure tough. I mean, he's got the facets, all the little shapes, but he doesn't have all the proper details that the cyborg character has. So I had to fake it, and it took layers of painting, a lot of detailing, a lot of coming in and outlining little plates and bits and things. And this is all done with a marker pen. I've shown this pen before, and you might not can see it on here. It's called a liquid chrome mirror effect. It's a new kind of ink that they're putting out. It's a mirror ink. So I used as much as I could, and I delineated some of these little forms. You know, I tried it all one color of dark silver and dry brushed. You know, I tried everything. I did all that, but it didn't really look right. He kind of has facets like a diamond in there. So I said, okay, let's draw them. Let's draw them in at different shades, like a puzzle, and go with it and just see if it's any good. And he came out okay. I mean, I'm not 100% happy, but he came out okay. I still think maybe Aquaman is the most successful. If I go over to the next shot, we can see Batman here, and he was not the best figure in the world to start with. In fact, he's a little out of scale. I was worried about scale with these guys. But you put all the details where they go. You know, you put all the little gold that you get this right. I had to add a cleft to his chin because, you know, let's face it, he has a pretty deep chin cleft there. And it wasn't much detail to that. So then we have Wonder Woman and Superman, and The Wonder Woman worked out okay, I think. She looked good to start with. Her belt was big, big toy-like thick leather belt. I recut a new one. The mohair, I took this big clod of hair off and did the mohair. There's qualities about the original that I like, actually, and I'm not sure that I did any better, but I hope I did. I hope I brought out her face better than the toy. And I did paint the skin, so, and did all the details in the layers of gold and colors and things. With Superman, the difference is pretty much the same thing, obvious. I'm going for the black suit look this time around. Didn't want the blues and the red and all that. So I had to do black, had to kind of hint at the chrome suit underneath by doing some silver mixed with black. Came back and dry brushed some layers on that. And I had to paint what I call the Woody head, the Toy Story Woody face, and hope that there was any kind of Henry Cavill in there. And he's not too bad. I think I got something. That 5 o'clock shadow helped, and a little more delicate care with the hairline and everything. But in the meantime, that's some before and after of what I did for these guys, and if that in any way informs you for the previous video, go look at the figures and, questions, answers. I'll do the best I can to tell you what I did. And we can, always go from there. But this was a labor of love for darn sure. These guys were a hard set to do. But I'm very proud of the result. And I appreciate your looking and your time and your understanding. Thank you. Bye.